some reason I'm a ghost. So
You look fine in here.
Am I seeing things?
You're fine. You have to refresh. We're live now.
All right, we're live now from what I'm told. So dippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Today is day 608. 608 consecutive RobLynn lives, and we want to know one thing, and one thing only. Do you, RobLynn Live? I'm going to say it again and again and again. Do you, RobLynn Live? I know you do. I know you do, or you wouldn't be here. All right, and all right. Now, if you're on YouTube and you'd like to join us here on OConnect, guess what? It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. All you got to do is go to roblynnlive.ai. Or if you don't like that one, go to roblynnlive.com. And what happens is a pop-up comes up, and there's a registration page there. You fill it out. You get yourself an email. You get yourself a login password, and away you go. So, and what comes with that? You get, and this is for free, you get 3 free products. That's OMail, ONet. Oh, okay. We're not broadcasting anymore from what I'm told. So stand by one, please.
I just tipped over. So I don't know if I got it. Just reboot. But I do know it's this way, right? Static. Maybe just reboot.
Well, check with Chris first and see if I'm actually getting out. If I'm getting out, we'll go with that for now.
Look at the live stream.
All right. I guess we're getting out, everybody. So I'll continue while Lynn attends to the technical issue here of rebooting our Mac Mini. So, as we mentioned, just go to roblynnlive.com and you can register for free for 3 free for thee and me. Then you'll be all set. You get O-Trim, O-Mail, and O-Net, of course. All right. It looks like Gina Leva says she sees us on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it looks like perhaps I'm coming through okay on OConnect, but I'm not 100% sure because we've only got one computer tied into OConnect right now. So if any of you are on both, if you could put I'm going to have to use my microphone. I've already done it. I'm unmuted. So we're good to go. I guess everybody can hear me now. What we were saying is, if you're not in OES and want to be, all you got to do is go to roblynnlive.com, and that'll pops the Lynn Nakamoto sign-in sheet or whatever you want to call it. It's a registration page. You register there, get yourself an O-Mail, and along with that comes 2 other free products, not just O-Mail. You get O-Net and O-Trim, 2 grand products, solutions by ONPASSIVE. All right. As we said, it looks like Lynn is getting somewhere with the computer. Thank goodness. It is day 608, as we mentioned. This is Tuesday, the 23rd day of April 2024. And you're tuned in to RobLynn Live and Ollie, the Wonder Dog. And now I'm going to mute myself. Maybe. All right. I'm muted now. All right. So now we're going to kick this thing off in the grand way that it usually is. My speaker's off. I don't know what to say. I'll turn it off again. See what
Your
happens.
blue color is on. That means that you're not. There, now you are.
Am I muted now?
Yeah.
Dandy. All right. It's day 608, as we started to say probably 6 times already. It's Tuesday, the 23rd day of April. And the technical difficulties appear to have been resolved. So we're going to move on, like Ayush says. And I don't know what that means, but that's okay. We'll move on. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the RobLynn Live Network production of RobLynn Live and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
All right. I knew we'd get that part right. All right. So the computer box fell. Lynn is telling several folks, and it looks like it's up and running now. So we dodged a bullet there because sure don't want that computer to go down. That's the main daddy. The big daddy, the Mac daddy. All right. Now, we told you Ollie's along with us tonight with our topic, and this is our topic this evening, algorithms. We're not going to be doing any multiplication or anything, but algorithms, hashtags, and keywords. That's our topic for tonight. So, and they kind of flow all together. You can't have one without the other, and it helps to have them all three working in sync. So you get an algorithm, you put a hashtag and a keyword, and away you go into algorithm land, which is pretty neat stuff. Now, tonight will be followed by a little bit of a chit chat here about those three items, algorithms, keywords, and hashtags. Then we're going to slide on into community time, and that'll be followed by a bit of signing and a bit of song. John was having some technical difficulties, seems to be in the wind tonight with his audio. So we'll check with him in a little while, but he may or may not be able to favor us with a song tonight. Okie dokie. All right, so that's our resident baritone, Mr. JJB Tin Man, also known as John Barilla. All right, let's move on like Ayush would want us to do. Please pray for Ash and his lovely family, including Ash Mahan, Yosef, and Omar, as well as the tech, media, and support teams, please. Please keep them in your prayers for their good health and, of course, their safety. And what do you think of that background, kids? Pretty nifty. Algorithms, keywords, and hashtags. Oh, yeah. All right. Also, please send out your love, light, and prayers to anyone who you've heard of is suffering from an illness or has been involved in an accident or is just plain having a hard time right now. Send them some love, will you? Doesn't cost you anything other than maybe a few moments of your time, and it's well worth it, and it will give you as good a feeling as maybe it will give them as well. And Gina Leva says if JJB Tin Man is not singing, she wants her cover charge back. This ain't no bar, woman. That's a good one, though. We'll return that cover charge probably within a few days. Well, 7 to 10 days, like they tell you. When you go to return something at Target or one of those stores, or at Macy's, Gimbals, Walmart, etc., etc. So within 7 to 10 days, you'll get your cover charge back if John doesn't sing, but we're counting on him to belt it out tonight. All right, in the midst of a 10-day extension, let's talk announcements, shall we? Not too shabby an idea. Let's talk announcements. So be sure that you're in the midst of a 10-day extension with OConnect, and it'll either end on the 30th of the month, which is just a week from today, or it'll end on a week from today plus one, which will be Thursday, I guess, will be the first. So the 30th is on a Wednesday, and the 30th is on a Wednesday. Get it right, Rob, will ya? And Thursday would be the first. So it's either on Wednesday or Thursday when it expires. And either we'll have another hopefully a shorter extension, but we don't know just yet, or hopefully not even an extension, and we'll be off to the races. So stay tuned for that, please. Be sure to attend at 2 p.m. Thursday this week. Thursday this week would be, which would be the 25th day of April. There is an African meet and greet and webinar live. And I believe the host, from what I understand from Lynn, is supposed to be Ash Mafara with African leaders from around the globe. So that should be pretty neat. We plan to attend that, and hope you will too.
Let's support African content and all the folks from the various countries.
Right, because many of us have a bulk of our team or a bulk of our organization comes from Africa. So let's support those folks, shall we? And the webinar with Marty and Chris with special guest Ash Mafara is posted, I believe, in the back office, maybe under updates. And the video highlights from March 2024 is posted as well. However, that's in O Media. So check out O Media for those highlights of March. And I think they're going to do that every month, which will be pretty stand-up-ish and very nice. Hello to, let's see, there's Jean and David. All right, the gang is starting to roll in. Check out the OnPassive YouTube channel, please. Check out the OnPassive website, time permitting. If you can't make it to the website on Tuesday, try it on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, okay? If you know of anyone needing OP help, that's OnPassive help, you know the drill. I don't have to tell you this anymore, but I will. Helping one helps us all, and that's good stuff. Attend webinars and chats as time allows, and subscribe to OConnect when you can. Now, you do have the time period, I think, is up until September 1. But I wouldn't wait that long, because then you may miss out on some apples rolling in and blowing right out of that apple cart. So you need to, pay attention, subscribe when you can. Tonight's topic. Let's talk topic now, shall we? Tonight's topic is made of 3 parts. All that work so well together in sync, and not the group in sync, just in sync with OnPassive. You've got algorithms, hashtags, and keywords, okay? Or keywords, hashtag, and algorithms, or hashtags, keywords, and algorithms. No matter how you slice it, the 3 of them work hand in hand. And that's how we do it at RobLynn Live, and that's how we do it within OnPassive. And we'll say hellos in a few hellos in a few minutes. I see the live chat in the, I think it's blowing up. Well, there's 22 watching there. And let's check out OConnect if we can here, right now. There are 44. We're up to 66 and haven't even kicked this sucker off yet.
It'll grow.
It will grow, 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 grow. We like to be between 80 and 115, and that's a very comfortable group. And as everybody knows, we do community time where we invite each and every one of you to the panel, and we get a lot of good comments, a lot of good questions, and both Lynn and I will be around during community time if I don't get fired in between now and then we'll go from there. And then if any of the deaf community are here, whether it be Deb or Cecil or Patty, who else might come in with that?
We're not sure, because
There's a deaf meeting
deaf
tonight, so
meeting.
they may not be along.
Yeah.
So we
Or
may
maybe-
have to
maybe
forego.
They might come very late.
All
I'm
right.
not sure.
All right, we'll check that out. All right. Do we want to say a few hellos yet, or do we want to go right into the topic? What's your pleasure?
You said hello to the YouTube folks already, right?
I did not. I said hello to Gina Leva only.
Oh, okay.
But I can say hello to a few more people.
Okay.
How about Diamond?
Hello, Rob. Excuse me, Rob. Please unmute. Uh, Lynn's computer shut down. Please unmute your
Oh, I had to refresh because my video wasn't working. Hopefully it's working now.
Right. Am I getting out there, Chris?
Oh, there's my video. Okay.
Is my audio working, Chris, or no?
It's okay now.
Yeah.
With Lynn's Mac Mini,
Video
okay
but
now.
was non-responsive, so I just refreshed. Sorry.
Oh, and Frank Rose there. Gemma Ramaki's there. Hello, Gemma. Glad you're here. Jillian Hanna in the house. Sadananda Das, our friend from India, of course, is here. And who else is here? Who else is along for the ride? I may have covered everybody. Let me see. Michael Chatta, of course. Appreciate you being here and all you do for us with the emojis and moderating. It's very helpful. Thank you, Michael. And I'd like to say also to John 2, Das. Hello, another Das is in the house, and that ain't no Das. Glad you're here, brother. And there's Jillian, and who else have we got here? David Switzer in the house. He's a daily RobLynn liver. I know he is. Nagaraj is here, and there was Bay again, and who else? Well, don't want to miss anybody. Nagaraj, I said, Gemma and Jean. Okay. I think I hit all 22. Oh, Muhammad Rubel Rana is in the house, as I should have mentioned a few moments ago. And Shandan is here as well. So I think I hit about 20 to 30. Sarah Bombay is here. Hello, Sarah. Glad you're here as well. Kushal Pegu, one of our moderators, is here, as he is every night. And Satomi Vincent is in the house. Satomi, welcome, welcome, welcome. I think it's Salome or Salami, not Salami, but Salome. Salome. All right. Glad you're here as well. I think I said hello to everybody. So now we're going to move over to the chat in OConnect. You want me to jump on that one too? Or do you want to handle that?
Okay,
Saying a few hellos.
Yeah, say a few hellos.
Thank you. And then we're going to get into the topic, and away we go.
Okay, we're going to scroll up just a few minutes up the chat. So I'll catch most of you this way. Hello to Greg Hill.
And thank you to Francis Tay for that super sticker, Francis. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. First to come in tonight was Nagaraj Gosavi, and oh no, it was Michael, I think, today. He beat Nagaraj. Thanks to you, Michael, for our ticker and for monitoring the live stream on YouTube. Appreciate you. So Nagaraj is here. Michael Chada. We've got Greg Hill here. Greg, hi. Frank Rowe, who's always with us. Don Swihart, hi. We have John Barilla, and he says, algorithms, hashtags, and keywords is tonight's topic. Enjoy. Thank you, John. Pat Greed is in the house. Hello. Irena Stexala, she says, hello, hashtag RobLynn Live.
Ooh, I like those hashtags. Come on, keep them up. The best place for them is in the chat comments. Put them there.
Yeah.
Hashtag you know what? Hashtag RobLynn Live. Hashtag OES. Hashtag ONPASSIVE. Hashtag Mad Hatter. Hashtag David Switzer. Hashtag Gina Oliva. Hashtag Shandan. Hashtag Francis Tay. Just bring on the hashtags, will you?
That's right. And Brian Croach is here. If you're on social media, you're going to see Brian. He's very active in TikTok and Facebook and other places. So, yep, he's everywhere. And hello to Don Swihart, who's with DL, of course. Let me scroll down. Armin Hogue is here. He says, hi. Hashtag RobLynn, hashtag OES, and hashtag classroom. So I know that he was at the OES classroom today because that's what we were taught, to use those hashtags and in that manner. Good job, Armin. I'm very impressed. Oh, hello, Larry Asbel. How are you, Larry? Good to have you here. Thank you, thank you. Cynthia Deering, she says, hi, RobLynn Live, and Ollie, the Wonder Dog. Thank you for that. Let's scroll down a bit more to see who else has come in since then. We see Mohammed Chancho Ali. He's in the YouTube live chat as well as here. He says, on passive, I love you, Mr. Ashmafar, sir. Love you. The future of internet on passive. RobLynn Live, love you all on passive family. And he has lots of hearts and then the Bangladesh flag. Very nice. Thank you.
All right. Is that about cover the folks, or you got a few more?
I think there's probably more. Hello to Carmela.
Carmela Schwartz in the house, the Israeli Rose herself.
That's right. Let's go.
Tonight is the second night of Pesach, Carmela, and that I know. I have not had a Seder yet. Probably not going to have one this year, but I'll be eating matzah. Boy.
Alan Garabrandt says no sound. So I wrote in the chat to refresh. If people can be helpful to help Alan along and monitor his progress, I would appreciate it because Alan tries very hard to be here with us. Thank you, you guys. Help Alan out. He says, great topics. Well, I'm glad you like the topics. Patience is here saying, hi, RobLynn. Hi, Patience. Good to have you here. Melanie Marcano, she says, hello to RobLynn, Francis, Chris, and she has a pretty pink heart. Thank you very much.
All right, I think it's time. What do you think?
Oh,
you got a few more hellos?
hi, I'm almost done.
Well, then get after it.
Hi, Nora in Malaysia. How are you, Nora? Good to have you here. And Lynette Mitten is here. She says, hello from New Zealand. It's afternoon here. Oh, that's really cool. Hope you're having a great afternoon, Lynette. And let me finish scrolling down. And I see if I caught everybody. Last minute people coming in. Cynthia, right now. Hello, everyone from Alan. Alan, did you get sound? I hope you did. And Onya Loni is here, and she's got some beautiful hashtags. Hashtag #OVerify, hashtag RobLynn Live, hashtag Loni J Day, which is her last name, hashtag OMail, hashtag ONet, hashtag ODomain, hashtag ONPASSIVE, hashtag OES Classroom, hashtag OConnect, and hashtag Classroom. Very nice. Don't forget hashtag OES too. That's the other one. Good job. And there's Armin saying hi to his many friends, and that's really nice. Okay, I reached the end.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Now we'll get after it with our topic of the night.
Did I say hi, Sadananda Das?
I did, so you can too. Go ahead.
Hi, Sadananda.
Glad you're here, Mr. Das. Welcome, welcome. Namaste, namaskar. Namaste, namaskar, sir. All right, we'll take a look at each ingredient, shall we? For internet success, for web success. By definition, and how they apply for a better experience on the internet. Now, we're going to talk about it. Let's start, if we may, with algorithm. Maybe the cart before the horse, but what the hey? Let's talk algorithm first. It's a finite sequence of rigorous instructions. Ooh, that makes up what an algorithm is. It's used to solve problems or perform computations. Oh yeah, that's what those algorithms do, and has its applications, calculations, data processing, automated decision making, and automated reasoning. It all comes within the algorithm system. With algorithms come conditionals for different execution of the path that you're going to take with the algorithm, and the use of inference for automation. That's what algorithms do. Oh, yeah, boy. All right. Algorithms also involve a set of rules that precisely, and we mean to the letter, define a sequence of operations. Algorithms are crucial in computer science. They're crucial in artificial intelligence, and how well we know that with ONPASSIVE, because we are right in the midst of AI, machined learning throughout our entire movement. Wouldn't you say so?
That's right.
I know you would. All right. Now, data science enables efficient problem solving, and that's through algorithms, automation, and decision making. Algorithms are essential. I mean, essential when optimizing processes, analyzing data, making predictions. We know very well that if you've got your data in line, you can make those predictions on where to go with your product, what to do with your marketing, and providing solutions to computer problems. That's what algorithms do. And in case any of you computer geeks are out there, those of you who think or know, for that matter, I know I'm not a geek. Well, I may be a geek, I'm just not a computer geek. We're wondering the difference between an algorithm and a heuristic. That's heuristic. Between an algorithm and a heuristic is that an algorithm involves following step by step. Okay, whereas a heuristic approach, it's a different approach, involves using previously acquired data. Okay, not new stuff like we do with the algorithms, but previously acquired. That's the heuristic method. But I'd say we're in the age of algorithm right now, for sure. All right. That being said, how about them hashtags? Hashtag ONPASSIVE, hashtag Francis Tay, hashtag David Switzer, hashtag Ashma Farah, hashtag ONET, hashtag OMail, hashtag OConnect, hashtag Rob Gorman, hashtag Mad Hatter, hashtag Lynn B.A. Nakamoto, hashtag Ali.
No wonder dog.
So anyway, hashtags are all around us. We can't get away from them. And what does it take to be a hashtag? Well, how about that little pound sign or the pound sign looking thing known as a metadata tag? Metadata tag. Ooh, doggies, fancy, fancy. Well, those tags are used in social media, as all of you by now have heard from Sifu Francis through the OES Classroom and the OES Global Affiliates, OES Lunch at Noon, and of course, OES India. I know you've heard Francis talk about this. Hashtags and how important it is, and mixing it with key words as well. Well, how do we get a hashtag? Well, a hash symbol, as they're known, or made up, they're prefaced by the hashtag, or by the pound sign, I should say. It enables user-generated content. In other words, hashtag meat and potatoes, if that's what you're having for dinner. Hashtag water is my favorite. Whatever you want to say, whatever that content is, put a hashtag in front of it. And you'll be glad you did, because what happens when you use hashtags, keywords, and the use of the algorithms? What happens? You rise to the top. You rise in Google. You rise in Instagram. You rise in Twitter with hashtags. You rise just like the Pillsbury Doughboy. You're rising everywhere you can think of. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Where did hashtags come from? Well, I'm glad you asked. And if you'll bear with me one moment, I just wanted to check here and make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, good. Hashtags originated back to 2007. In other words, they've been around about 10 years, would make 17 and 7. 17 years. An American blogger named Chris Messina was responsible for throwing these hashtags out there and making, not making light of them, but making use of them. And what did he do with putting hashtags? He brought to light how important it is to highlight certain things when you're speaking, or when you're selling, or when you're sharing, or when you're just watching something. You want to know who's involved. And by using hashtags, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. So hashtags became popular, very popular, and they were entrenched in Twitter. That's where they really got their bada bing bing bang. And later they extended to platforms like Instagram. We all know about Instagram, of course, Facebook, and YouTube. Well, the purpose of hashtags is to categorize, make content more discoverable, in other words, highlight it. Hashtag Mad Hatter. Many people didn't know who the Mad Hatter is, but by with the use of hashtags, almost everybody in OnPassive knows who the Mad Hatter is. And if you don't, shame on you. No. If you don't, that's cool. I'm just Rob Gorman, aka the Mad Hatter. All right. Now, the purpose of hashtags, as we mentioned, is to categorize and make things more discoverable easier. It allows users to find posts related to a specific topic. For example, hashtag Algebra 2. Well, with having that hashtag, to go right to the Algebra 2 book to get Algebra 2 information. That's an oversimplification, but that's really how it's done. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like marketing or advertising, I should say. Advertising is a good word for that. All right. It allows users to find those posts that are specific topic related. All right. An event or theme by searching for or clicking on the hashtag, clicking on the pound sign. So we're seeing, it looks like in the chat, we've got a number of hashtags, and we appreciate each one of you doing that. So you can't beat that with hashtags. They go hand in hand with not only algorithms, but keywords. All right. Hashtag Ashmafara. All right. Hashtags can turn topics into searchable links. In other words, the use of a hashtag helps you to search with that hashtag what you're looking for, whether it be hashtag audio video, hashtag marketplace, hashtag media, whatever. The hashtag brings to light what we as sharers, I should call us, we are sharers of the good news within OnPassive, are all about. All right. Now, hashtags increase visibility if you hadn't heard. How many times have you read something and there was no hashtags? Yet you go the next day and you read the same column and there's hashtags there which increase the visibility. What's wrong with that? We want to be visible to the public. We want them to see us. We want them to hear us. Visibility and discoverability of social media posts. That's what hashtags do for you. That's what hashtags do for me. Okay? All right. Need a drink of water, which I'm going to do rat. Oh, that one's empty. We won't be drinking from that bottle. Let's try this one. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about social media posts. Okay? Just give me a minute.
I want to say hi to Pedro Estrada. He's in the chat, in the webinar chat. He says, hello, RobLynn, hashtag OES Classroom, hashtag RobLynn Live, hashtag OES, and hashtag Classroom. That's perfect.
All right. Nice. Very good. Thank you, Pedro. Nice. Moving on, like Ayush says from India, it's those social media posts. They're widely used on such platforms as we mentioned, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, blah, blah, and even LinkedIn. Just ask Greg Hill. He'll tell you all about LinkedIn, and I think we're going to give him a chance to do that one of these nights if he likes. Mm-hmm. We'd like him to be a host one of these nights. Yeah. So use those hashtags sparingly. Why do we say that? Don't put 10 hashtags unless you're just kidding around and it's not going out on the internet, because usually 3 to 5 of relevant keywords and relevant hashtags is more than enough. More than enough. So let's now, shall we, talk a bit about keywords. And I'll try to be brief here because we're getting close to the 1/4 till hour, and that's when we like to start our community time. So let's talk a bit about keywords, and they are topics and ideas that define what the content we're trying to get out there is all about. That's all it is. Keyword history, keyword video, keyword take a walk in the park. Those are their content. Their content. That's what the keywords are. And they go with hashtags for the most part. But you can use keywords without a hashtag in a phrase, in a sentence, in a comment, in a paragraph, because you know what? That drives the famous algorithm up. And that's what puts you on page 1, 2, 3, or 10 out of 5,000 pages with Google. So what's wrong with that? Not a darn thing, folks. It's the way to go. Well, in search engine optimization, SEO, which we talk about often here, they are the words that searchers enter to find relevant content. Audio, video, you name it. Baseball in 1983. You know, that would be a keyword. You'd look up baseball. You know, you'd plug in baseball, or you'd plug in audio, video, or you'd plug in, for example, if you want to know something about the Honeymooners, which was Ralph Cramden and Jane Meadows, you just put in hashtag Honeymooners TV, and boom, up that pops. Very simple, very easy. And you can do the same for you and your business. It's very, very easy. Okay? So searchers will enter those relevant words, the relevant content. Keywords are important because they connect your content, not mine, your content with your target audience. Why not go after the people that are looking for what you have? Your target audience. Search engine ranking becomes improved when you use keywords. Much improved. Why? Well, when relevant keywords are used, it drives the organic traffic your way, to your site, to your domain, to your website, to your movement. How cool is that? Okay. Now, in an effort to determine the best keywords, I thought I was done, but I'm not. I almost forgot. I want to talk about a little bit more about in determining the best keywords you can use. There's a couple of sources, and why not use the sources out there? There's what's called WordStream free keyword tool. Use it. Just like you use ChatGPT, use WordStream's keyword lookup tool. Or there's another one, it's called, and most of you are familiar with this one, SEMrush keyword magical tool. So you got two major tools, and we'll go over them later in the community time if you like. These tools help. They search the databases around the globe in all languages for keywords that are relevant to our business. And just where do we want to incorporate such keywords? Let me tell you, right now. We want to put those keywords in page titles, in headings, in body content, in URLs, what better place, in meta descriptions, and image alternate text. And it's important not to overuse keywords. Now, if you do, you're going to find that you'll kind of spin your wheels a little there. So be gentle with the keywords. Use them often, but don't use the same keywords. Mix it up a little bit, and you'll be glad you did, because you're going to see more and more targeted traffic coming your way. And that's what this game is all about. All right. Now, there's also something called keyword stuffing. No, 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 no. We don't want to keyword stuff. We don't want to just jam keywords down for jamming keywords on our target audience. So this may harm your search optimization efforts. Well, always remember this. The goal is to create high quality, relevant content. Get that? Relevant content that provides value to the user. Value. That's what ONPASSIVE is all about. Value to the user. Therefore, strategically targeting whose market? your market. And that's the market we're talking about here. We're talking about the algorithm being pushed up by your use of hashtags, your use of keywords, and we want to see you on page one. OES Classroom is already on page one of Google. I don't know how many, was there a billion already hits on that? Something like that. That is absolutely crazy, man. And just think, there's upwards of 8 billion users of the internet. So guess who's coming to dinner? Users of the internet. So make them feel at home. Give them something to latch on to. Give them those hashtags. Hashtag OConnect. Hashtag audio video. Hashtag ONet. Hashtag OnJoy. Hashtag OurAcademy. It's easy. All you got to do is share it. Okay? So provide that value always, and the user will come to you. You don't need a major strategy to do that. It's easy peasy. Just go out and target these folks with your keywords, your hashtags, and just watch your algorithm soar. Thank you. I hope that was kind of a fun description of those things. We were going to talk originally just about algorithms, and I was reading about algorithms, and quite frankly, I was bored to tears. So I decided, I didn't decide, Lynn and Francis Tay and Chris Tarzan decided, why don't we mix it up a little bit, have a little variety, and variety is the spice of ONPASSIVE.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
Of life too. So, hope you enjoyed that brief 30 minutes worth. Sorry if I went over a little bit overboard, but I'm enthused about this. I'm enthused about what's coming. This Africa thing on Tuesday is going to be phenomenal.
Thursday.
Like I said, today is Tuesday. It'll be in 2 days on Thursday. Sorry about that. Got up a little bit too early this morning and headed out to take care of some business. But I'm here now, you're here now, and away we're going to go with community time, shall we?
Yeah.
Any more hellos before we slide on into community time?
Lynette Mitten is in the chat. She says, hashtag, thanks, Rob, for reminding me to use hashtags. Also, the keywords, wonderful training.
Well, thanks. Thank you very much.
And Armin says, thanks for that eye-opener, RobLynn. No pun intended. LOL.
All right. Gina Leva says, Rob, that was seriously amazing. Hashtag power. That is power. Hashtags are power, Gene. Keywords are power. Just look around on Google. Look around on YouTube. How all of ONPASSIVE, many in ONPASSIVE are soaring to the top in that. And we're the new kid on the block. The new kid. So just think of what's going to happen when 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, 1 billion already know about OES. I wish they knew about RobLynn Live, but we'll have to keep hashtagging. But 1 billion already know about OES Classroom. How cool is that? And hats off to you, Francis Tay, Chris Tiazone, Michelle Comstra, Toy Him, Sharon Koo, Rose Juliana, everyone within Asia Pacific, OES Asia Pacific. Our hats are off to you. Mine anyway. I needed my head needed a breather. Can't even spit it out tonight. All right, everybody. Let's explain how we do this with community time. How we're going to do it tonight is the way we do it every night. On your attendee page, you will notice something, and what that is that you will notice is there's a little man with like a speaker hanging out of his ear or sticking out of his ear, okay? And all you got to do is click on that, and that's on that page there, and Lynn will bring you to the panel. Now, quite frankly, the most we've had in terms of panelists has been 38. Would we like to do 40 or 48? Oh, yeah. But you know what? We just want you guys to enjoy, to learn to share Ash's vision. You're going to love it. The more you do, the easier it is and the more fun it is. You know, we wouldn't be here every night if we weren't having, well, a tad fun. Sometimes it's brutal. Like if neither one of us has slept during the night very long and we decide, oh, we got to put together a topic. Well, at 9 a.m. we're scrambling to get a topic. But you know what? We've had 600 and some odd topics and we're not stopping now. So join us on the panel. We'd love to have you. Again, you don't have to turn your audio on. You don't have to turn your video on. But if you want to be seen, you got to turn your video on. If you want to be heard, you got to turn your audio on. So, but you don't have to have both on. And we just love to have each one of you here. I haven't looked to see how many are in OConnect. I'd like to right now. There's 61. And let's see what we got here. And 45. That's 106 any way you look at it, Lynn.
Wow.
Look out. We're on fire tonight. Ooh, doggies. Fire, 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 fire. Right, Carmela? Every time I do that, I got a call. One of these days I'll learn. All right. Now, without further ado, I assume I'm not muted now because I see the blue button has got white on it. That's good. Lynn is going to turn on the enable button, which will enable you guys to come to the panel. Please, if you have anything to say, if you got a comment, a compliment, we love compliments. If you got a gripe with me, bring it to me. Lynn doesn't take gripes. I take all the gripes. So there's been very few of those, and we appreciate it. I did see one the other day, which was a little frustrating, but hey, it's lonely at the top. And we've been working at this almost 2 years, so it gets a little lonely sometimes. And people throw darts a little bit at us, and hey, that's no big deal.
Okay, so we noticed that there's some people in the chat, they're saying they don't have sound, but most people have sound. Those that don't have sound, maybe they need to refresh. So those of you who are regulars in the chat, if you could just monitor, and when someone says they have no sound, encourage them to refresh. And somebody check on Alan. Let me know if Alan Garabrand has sound yet, because he said no sound, but he hasn't said anything since. I want to know if he got sound. And I noticed that Jennifer Drummond says no sound, and I said for her to refresh. Greg says, words won't express my gratitude to you, Rob. Great job. Thank you for that.
Was that anonymous?
That was from Greg Hill to you.
Oh, okay. I like anonymous ones too. So thank you, Greg. That's very grateful. I'm very grateful
Alan
to
got
you.
sound. So did you refresh, and did you get sound by refreshing, Alan? Just curious.
I want to say Keiko Hoshina is here. She's on YouTube. She's in the rain. So that's right. It's Monday there in Japan. She's probably on her way to work on the bus. Shandan, there's Keiko again. Nagaraj, who I mentioned, and of course, Gene. Thank you for being here, Gene. It means a lot to Lynn and myself. Frank Rowe, you're here. Thank you. And Michael Chatta. Bajoy is here. Gupta, Mr. Gupta, we're glad you're here. I haven't seen the Moments yet, but chances are the Moments are here too.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that, everybody. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Lynn, and I'll try to greet each and every one of you the best I can.
All right. We're going to turn on the speaker icon feature right now. And all you got to do is request to be a speaker. Come on down. We already have someone coming in, and that is John JJB Tin Man.
Bring it, Tin Man, bring it.
And we also have Fern LaHaye coming in.
Welcome, Fern. Welcome, Fern LaHaye from Canada.
Next comes Melanie Marcano. Hey, John.
And Gemma Ramaki, thank you for your comments as well. Appreciate it. As well as David Switzer.
Yeah, nice to have David and Gemma with us today.
Yes, it is. And
Onyeloni, come on down, Onyeloni.
Loney, known as Loney to me, so I don't mess up her first name.
Come on down, Pat Green.
Pat Green, Dorothy. Dorothy's in the house. All right.
Yeah, next we have Patience Ose Ware coming in.
Welcome, Patience.
And here comes Gregory Hill. Greg Hill.
Hello, Greg. Welcome, brother.
Carmela Schwartz is coming in. And we have Don Swihart coming in. Welcome. Charlie Ellis coming in, as well as Armin Hold.
All right, Armin, we're glad you're here as well.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Patience. Hello, Mel. Hello, Lynn. You're on stage. You're there too. There's Carmela.
And
Oh, you're all dressed up for Passover. I'd know it anywhere. Don't you be eating those bagels now. No bagels for you for the next week or two.
here comes Rita.
Rita Loteca is in the house. Welcome, Rita.
And here comes Paul, the guy with all the plants on the condos and hotels.
Paul McFarland. All right, Paul. Love to hear from you tonight, brother.
Here comes
On tonight's topic, if you think about it.
David Switzer's here with us.
David, Kansas City, Switzer.
Gustavo Calle is here.
All right, Gustavo.
And Mohammed Ashraf Ansari.
In the house.
Welcome.
He's here every day.
What a great panel. Yes, yes.
The panel is building. I see Carmela.
It's been a while, Paul McFarland. Where have you been? No, I see you on OES. I see you in OES webinars, Paul. Alan Garabrandt. Yay. Coming to the panel. That's awesome, Alan.
Good stuff.
Wonderful. I'm glad you have sound now. That's good.
How you doing, Paul?
Hello, stranger.
Here's a hello
Paul.
with sign. Welcome, brother.
I am doing tremendous. Tremendous. And you?
We're good, man. Did the Yankees win tonight, or are they still playing?
Oh, Lord. I stopped following baseball when I got busy.
Yeah,
when Derek Jeter retired, I stopped following baseball.
Yeah, I've got a Jeter story I'll save for another time. That's it was a live story with his parents. I actually sat in the. Well, I'm going to tell the story anyway. My ex-wife and I and two of my boys were at Yankee Stadium.
Are the Yankees winning tonight?
Oh, I don't know whether they're winning or not. I'm telling you a Derek Jeter story real quickly. The actual day, Derek Jeter's parents were in the stands. My ex-wife and I were sitting next to them, and I made a comment out of the blue, not knowing who in the world these people were. You know, that kid Jeter, he's going to go places. And as I'm sitting here now, I said that, and the father says to me, "That's my boy." And I said to him, I remember this like it's yesterday. It would not surprise me if he hits a home run and a triple or a double today. He hits a home run, a double, and a triple. That was an A ball. He was playing A ball, not even triple A ball. He got pulled up the next day, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter. Quite a guy. His parents are wonderful people. At any rate.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That was, yeah, man.
Beautiful story.
Oh, you're talking about Kansas City? Oh, okay.
David, go back to sleep. We're at Kansas City.
Oh.
If
Hey,
I was
Rob,
talking about Kansas City-
let me interrupt for a second. Since you're talking baseball, the Yankees are actually ahead 4-3 at the moment, and they're playing the Oakland Athletics. Just to mention that. And also, I just thought, since I'm here, I want to mention too, you haven't announced yet, but you did say I was having trouble with my computer. I just want to say to everybody, I have been having some trouble today as I was getting my songs together and setting up my music, but it's working at the moment. I've worked hard to get it going. As long as you look, I'm even frozen. I'm having all kinds of problems today. Look at my video. I'm frozen. Anyway, I'm going to have a song unless something happens between now and when it's time to sing. So go ahead, folks. I'll get off now and keep quiet. Go back. Sorry.
I want you to know I did mention it, John, right out of the chute. I did.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've been working on it, so I was not paying complete attention. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Lynn has me on top of my B game. I don't even want to say A game. All right, enough of baseball with me and John and with Paul. It's time we take a few hands. Let's go to Carmela. Fire Schwartz. Go ahead, Pesach girl.
Hello. I have a problem to put down my account, so I put the yesterday one. Can you pull it down that it will be easy to get it
What is it now?
What do you need?
What did you want? Say it again.
to put the background that
Oh yeah.
everyone can put it
She's
in.
up. She's going to post it right now. I believe Miss Nakamoto is going to put it in the downloads right here on screen share, because that's something we can do it on passive. Nowhere
Yes,
else.
this is the one I wanted to take it from here. It's easy. And
Okay.
again, and something else I want to say, if you can make me a co-host, I would love it. Thank
Okie
you.
dokie. You're now a co-host
I have
according to Miss Nakamoto.
Okay,
I have to cry.
you see the file share?
The file share is there for everybody who wants to get the background. Feel free to download it, please.
Did you get it, Carmela?
Thank you.
Make sure you stay muted and not speaking, Carmela. Okay? Please, please. Okay, go ahead, your co-host.
All right. We're talking hashtags, we're talking keywords. No baseball for now, but we are talking algorithms. Have any of you noticed when you Google ONPASSIVE what comes up these days? Pretty simple. Have you noticed when you Google, say, RobLynn Live or hashtag RobLynn Live, what comes up? Oh, yeah. So we're branding ourselves. ONPASSIVE is branding themselves. Now it's time for each and every one.
I'll give you some more treats, huh? Yeah, you're about due for more treats.
David, are you talking to me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to
What treats you got for me? This diet is killing me. All right, that takes care of David for the moment. He'll be back with dog treats in a little bit. If you haven't noticed yet, you need to go to Google. You need to go to YouTube. You need to try LinkedIn. You need to go to Twitter. You're going to be so pleasantly surprised when you see your brothers and sisters, moms and daughters, husbands and wives all over the internet, all over Google, all over YouTube. It is getting to be pretty remarkable, if I don't say so. So, we're proud to do what we do, which is a very small part. And if we can direct you a little bit in that direction, that's our goal. Because that's Ash's vision. Part of his vision is to get out there and be in the mainstream of the internet. And while Ash has said we're part of it right now, we're going to own it, I would say, within a year to 2 years. That's my gut feeling. I don't have anything. No tooth fairy has come up to me or a genie and said, Robert, you need to tell these people we're going to be a unicorn company. Well, I don't think there's any doubt that if we all keep doing what we're doing, especially this group, okay? We get 100 or so every night. We've had up to 143 one night. Good stuff. And if we can share amongst ourselves and maybe share to one other person some of the stuff we're talking about, the sky is the limit. When Ash says another new top, he's not kidding. He's not. There are so many new tops for us to just reach out and latch on to. I don't care whether it's the train station, the Burj Khalifa, the what is that? Special moments or great moments or something moments. What is the moments thing? It's tied to
moment something. What's the word, you guys?
something moments. At any rate.
Come on, you guys. What is it? Moments something or something moments.
That's reserved for trivia. Best moments.
Thank you. Come on, you guys.
You guys got to bail me out here. You're going to have to be a little quicker to the punch, man.
That's best moments. Yeah.
Best moments.
Let's try to remember.
It doesn't matter what it is. Being in all the malls in Hyderabad, the malls in Abu Dhabi. How do you go in 55 malls in Abu Dhabi and all other parts of the UAE? We're everywhere over there. And that's going to reap huge benefits for all of us because there's quite a few people in those countries. There's quite a few people in the United States. And it's coming to the United States in a big way as well. So just stay tuned. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep hashtagging. Keep using keywords, and just watch the algorithm go through the roof. And that's no joke. I mean, it's good. It is good. And Francis points this out in his OES classroom fairly often. And if you haven't been to Francis's OES classroom or any of the OES presentations, you're missing the boat. And you don't want to miss that boat, because that's where you get good, solid, hands-on training. And Francis knows just about every answer. And if he doesn't know it, we talk about it, or we go to another source and we get it. And we're just happy that you're all here tonight. And if you got a special hashtag that you use, we'd like to hear about that. Just put your hand up and we'll call on you. If you got special keywords that you use, like Armin Hogue uses barking tree frogs. Well, that's Armin's moniker right there, barking tree frogs. And I had no idea, Armin, the truth be known, I had no idea there's actually barking tree frogs. They exist. And I've heard them because Greg Lakin one time was playing an audio and there were barking tree frogs there. I said, come on, Greg, that can't be. He says, oh, yeah, it is. Armin's right on with that. So let's see. Oh, Alan, I didn't say hello to you. Forgive me. Hello to you, Alan. We're glad you're here, brother. Thanks for hopping on the panel.
Carmela?
Carmela, you got to mute, please. Pretty please.
Thanks.
Yep, got it.
All right.
Thank you
Alan,
much.
did you want to say something, Alan? Go ahead, and then we'll go to Greg Hill. Well,
I'm just glad to be here, and I'm usually unable to get on at 8 in the evening, so I had a free time, so I wanted to make sure I got on. So, but like always, there's always something that kind of challenges you, but I could work through it, got on, and everything's working. It's looking good. I just did the download. So this is all kind of new experiences for me. So, I've never done anything on a phone, taking a picture with the phone and all that. So it's kind of a fun thing to do. So glad to be here. And later on, I might talk some.
All right. Thank you, Alan. We appreciate you being here, and stick with Lynn. She will get you squared away on these downloads. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. All right. Greg, let's go to Greg. Greg, I saw you sneak your hand up there and then lower it. I'd like to hear from you if you want to hammer away at us, brother.
Just wanted to comment on something I was going to on the last webinar last night, but didn't get a chance. This is for Armin Hogue. Now, Armin Hogue, I have a YouTube channel, but barking tree frogs. Do you remember that GIF I made for Armin Hogue's barking tree frogs? It's a tree, and it shows a bunch of dogs in the tree, and a bunch of frogs in the tree, and they all going bark, bark, bark. Okay, that darn thing got like 1,300 views here recently. I was just looking at stuff and doing, analytics and some things about it, trying to learn a little more about YouTube, and I was shocked. So that was actually a big hit to Armin. If he's here, I don't know if he's here. I hope he just learns that anyway tonight if he does come on. That was about it. I hated SEO. I want to tell you something. Every time I don't want to learn SEO. I don't want to learn SEO because, I didn't want to learn it. But actually it's becoming more interesting because I'm not working like I was working before. I had to concentrate on my work. Now this is my work. And so now I can concentrate on learning more things about marketing, even though I've been marketing for years in my own way and not being real successful. I'm one of the 97%, that never did anything online. But a lot of it had to do with SEO. I can see that now by watching and learning from Francis yourself, other people down here, Adele. It just goes on. There's a lot of great information that is shared here about these things. And your presentation tonight was really good, actually. And I looked at some stuff tonight about it and did some interesting things on GPT chat, which I went, whoa, this is interesting. So I think you were spot on, as they would say, about what you said tonight. And I want to continue to learn, and I'm sure we'll have some special things about it. And yes, I am going to present, but I don't know about LinkedIn. I had another idea, and I want to talk with Lynn and yourself about that.
All right,
Okay.
good stuff. Good stuff. Have you got well, let's talk this. Have you got a favorite hashtag you use all the time?
Oh, well, of course, I would, my Ferrari, MY Ferrari.
Okay, my Ferrari, yeah.
For 20 some years, I finally just got it, pointed to an actual spot. So it actually has a website. It's going to be attached to it pretty soon. So it's been 20 years waiting.
That is good stuff for sure. Thanks, Greg. Thank you.
I mean, thank you.
All right. Well, let's hear from some of you out there in radio land if you've got a favorite hashtag, favorite keywords. And right now, though, we're going over to Canada and speak with Mel. Go ahead, Mel.
Thank you, Rob. Good night, Rob. Good night, Lynn.
Good night,
Good night, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah. Oh, good evening. Sorry.
You got it.
The French is already packed in me, so sorry. Good evening. Okay. My main hashtags that I use is my favorite one is hashtag value, vision, and victory. Value, vision, victory. Triple V.
Yeah, you know whose favorite that is too, right?
Yeah, that hashtag was mine. I have to confess.
Yeah.
And I made it up and I put it in the group, but then, so I had to use it. I took it, it was a while back I had it, and I used it that way, and I have to keep on using it because it's my brand. Sorry.
That's how we do it. We brand ourselves. That's good stuff. Good. Armin, I see Armin Hogue here. Armin, you heard about Barking Tree Frogs getting 1,300 views there, cowboy? Armin?
You hear?
He's muted. Armin, can you hear us? Armin Hogue, are you out here?
Try to unmute Armin. Unmute. He's trying. Let's proceed.
All right. Yeah, okay, I got it. I'm off and running to the races here. And all right, now somebody's going to have to bail me out here. Somebody's got a hashtag they use all the time. Somebody's got keywords they use all the time. I know my favorites are hashtag RobLynn Live, hashtag Lynn Nakamoto, hashtag Rob Gorman, hashtag OConnect, hashtag ONet, hashtag OMail. So we've got a few. And back to you, Mel. Go ahead. I think I interrupted you. Go ahead. Did you want to say something else along those lines? Alrighty.
I got my hand up, Rob.
Alrighty. Let me. Why am I not seeing John's hand? Oh, I see it now, John. Go ahead, Mr. Barilla.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if you can see my image or not, because I've got like a black screen that I'm looking at. I'm having all kinds of trouble with my background and my phone and my computer. Oh my goodness, but everything's okay as long as you can hear me. My favorite hashtag, tags, of course, first of all, hashtag JJP Tin Man, and also hashtag Big Heart. And I'll often put a phrase, hashtag on passive is hashtag on passalicious. So those are the ones that I'm trying to get out there a lot. I put them in a lot of places, and that's the ones I identify with because they have to do with what I'm about in on passive, especially my JJB Tin Man. That'll end up being my domain name, and the on passalicious is my own little word that I made up about, on passive is delicious. In fact, it's on passilicious. So those are my favorite hashtags.
All right. Thank you, Johnny. And I'm not going to say Johnny Poo or anything tonight.
Okay.
That got me in trouble. I'm not going for two. I'll stick with a single on that one. All right. Who else has got some keywords, some hashtags, or have you noticed anything about your algorithm? Are you in YouTube? Do you go to Google? Do you go to Twitter? And have you noticed what hashtags do there? So, right, back to Mel. Go ahead, Mel.
Yes, I think there was a little bit of interruption, but it's okay. I was trying to say that I use another hashtag, but anyhow, it's okay, Rob. It's hashtag, I was trying, and then I got distracted there, right there. It's my new site that I created, the AI. I'm just starting to use it now, the .ai
Yeah, good.
that I purchased not too long ago, 2 weeks ago. So I started incorporating it, yes, with vision, value, and victory. Although it's empty, there's nothing yet in there, but it's AI, so
Yay.
artificial intelligence will pull it through, right? It's gonna blend in. So that's what I wanted to say, Rob. Sorry.
All right. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's not only you. Sorry. Thank you.
Right. All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank
Do you see any other hands, Lynn, before I start?
See if Armin can unmute now.
Armin, are you able to unmute, bro? Armin Ho. Hey, Tree Frog, you able to unmute?
Barking tree frog. Not tree frog.
Okay, barking tree frog. Mad Hatter calling the barking tree frog. Do you hear me?
I think he's frozen.
He's either frozen or sleeping. Are you sleeping, Armin? You wouldn't do that,
He's
would
in
you?
the exact same position, so he's frozen.
Okay. Well, no, he's moving around. He's riding his
Oh, and
motorcycle.
Brian is answering your question in the chat. He's saying, I use hashtag AI digital solutions, hashtag marketing solutions, hashtag on passive.
That's good stuff for sure.
Brian, since you're posting all over the place, do yourself a favor and hashtag RobLynn and hashtag OES Classroom, hashtag OES, hashtag Classroom, because you're going to borrow authority and you will see that your presence in social media will be more prominent. So use those strategies and let us know how it goes. Consistently add on those hashtags I just mentioned, okay? And you'll see for yourself.
It's good stuff. You don't have to. Go it alone. You can piggyback. They call it. That's what I think Francis calls it. You can piggyback right along with OES and piggyback right along with RobLynn Live, and watch what happens with your algorithm. It will move on up, just like the Jeffersons, moving on up. So go for it. There's no reason not to at all. Let me take a look down, scroll. I'm scrolling on the list. All right. Nobody's coming up with what their favorite hashtags or keywords are. So let's see. I know, Carmela, I know you have a favorite. What's your favorite keyword to use? Unmute, Carmela, please.
Do you hear me?
You're audible. Go ahead.
Okay. My favorite hashtag is RobLynn Live in the OES Classroom. Wherever I go, I put those hashtags. And I put my name also, Carmela Schwartz.
And what does it do for you when you use those hashtags, Carmela? What's the advantage?
It promotes me to the if I go to the Google and I put a OES Classroom, I find myself in the top.
In the search results, you see you appear in the Google search.
It helped me. in Google search, it brings me to the top because I use every day the RobLynn Live and the OES Classroom. I put others hashtags always, and I change them from time to time. But RobLynn Live and the OES Classroom is my favorite.
Good for you.
Thank you.
That is good. All right, let's see. We'll cruise around. Thank you, Carmela. We appreciate that. And you ready? Thank you for muting. Pat Green, you're awful quiet tonight, and I know you got a hashtag or two or three. Let's hear from you, Pat.
Let's see, hashtags. I think, and I haven't gotten any of my own that I can think of right at the moment, except maybe you sweet wife, and I don't know how far that would go. So,
That's kind of like You're My Man, the same one, just you put a
same
hashtag
one.
on it.
But I heard our favorite Sifu Francis say that he would use OES Pacific and RobLynn Live. So I think those would be really good hashtags. I also thought about, give me a minute, I wrote down a list.
All right.
Let's see, I thought about OConnect, video conferencing, easy to understand, speech to text, meeting platform, OES Classroom, and then RobLynn Live. So
I'd say you're onto something there. You're onto something there. That'll get you somewhere. Good traction there. Good traction.
I'm working on it.
All right. Keep up with the good work. We appreciate it. And like I said, you don't have to be, it doesn't have to necessarily be your own hashtag. You can throw out one and piggyback on it, and you'd be surprised what happens with the algorithm. Because some of us are already way up there a little bit. I get not way up there, but we're up there a little bit on the posting. And like if you hashtag OES Classroom, you're going right to page one. Right to page one. You may not stay there long, but you'll be on page one pretty quickly. So it's good to what we call piggyback along, because you'll be glad you did. You'll be glad you did. And it's not as hard to work when you do that. All right. Thank you, Pat. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Pedro's coming in. Oh, I see Greg waving. Oh, just you're waving to people, not to speak, right? Yeah.
Okay. We got you covered there, Greg.
Okay, I just want to say I got a hashtag happening. I started about 3 days ago because I'm trying something, I'm checking it out. I always say nothing ventured is nothing gained. It's always been part of one of my mottos. And that's just what life is about. Nothing ventured is nothing gained. So I started hashtag NV is NG about 3 days ago. And I tied it to the words, nothing ventured is nothing gained. So now I'm going to start using that in different things, of course, and seeing what kind of response I get from it.
Okay.
People like sayings like that for sure. So that should catch on pretty quick, I would think.
Yeah, I think catchy things are always fun to kind of create. That's why my Ferrari, hashtag my Ferrari. So
that's a good one for sure.
Kind of fun.
All right. Well, thank you, Greg.
Well, thank you.
Pedro, what do you got for us on hashtags and the algorithm, and also with because you're out there sharing with a lot of people? What are you doing with the hashtags and the keywords? Let us know.
Well, thank you for asking. I didn't understand exactly what it would accomplish until I attended the OES Classroom today.
Oh, good.
And what did you get from OES Classroom today? Was he talking? I was out and about for a while. Was he talking hashtags?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I had the wrong headset.
Okay.
I haven't used any hashtags because I didn't understand the purpose of using them until today, attending the OES classroom. And it was very enlightening because now I can see that it's necessary to start using them. After you understand, you have the drive to do it because there is a reason. That's the way I work. And sure, I'm going to start using them. I don't have any. If I would use, I would use RobLynn because it's already well known and established, and that will give me the push, just like Carmela is saying. And OES Classroom, of course, it will put me alone there. And since I understood that the hashtags have to have a bearing with the content of what you are referring to, so understanding that is very enlightening. It helps you to start reasoning why you should use this or that. And of course, I'm going to be using, perhaps I'm going to try to match my Facebook two or three accounts, because the traffic that I probably will generate there will come directly if I put a hashtag. Yeah, getting some understanding has helped me a lot. I just want to comment on that and say that I admire the way you render this subject in your portion tonight, just like Greg was commending you. The way you instruct by researching and bringing it to us, feel like you are personalizing. At least I feel it's being personalized to me. I enjoy the way you speak clearly and forcefully, and so I appreciate that very much. And thank you. That's my input tonight.
Pedro, thanks a lot. We appreciate that. And we do try to make it to where, you know, we're in your living room with you presenting something that we all need. And that's our goal on a nightly basis. If 5 people gather something, get something from what we do on a nightly basis, even 3, that's perfect. Because that's those 3 people are going to go out and they're going to tell the world. And that's good stuff. And that's how we all grow as a family, grow as a movement. And I don't know, it's good stuff. And it is fun. Does it take a little bit of time to prepare each day? Yes, it does. It does. To do it the right way and not to mumble, stumble, and bumble so much. And I do use a prompter, the prompter in OES, and it's very helpful, to be honest. You can make the size bigger to where you can actually see it, which is what I need to do. You can change the color on it, and that helps me to see it as well. So we try to practice what we preach when it comes to that kind of stuff. Same thing with the hashtags and keywords. We're always using keywords and hashtags everywhere we go. I mean, now I'm using that. I'm using sign language when I went in the grocery store. I mean, you know, I'm explaining that I need half and half, and there's not on the shelf, and it's all good, and it's all it's valuable information. Go ahead.
It sure is. I appreciate what you say about doing what you preach, and of course, Lynn's kindness perspires the show and makes it so friendly, so approachable. I admire that quality in her. She mentioned one time she wanted to work on that, and she really has worked on that. Everybody feels at ease with Lynn, and so good stuff. Appreciate it.
Thanks. And yes, she. I tried to get it named by Ash, the Lynn and Rob. What was it called? The Lynn and Rob Variety Hour. Ash didn't go for that. Ash is the one that came up with RobLynn Live, actually. One Friday night or Saturday night, whenever he joined us one time. So she's the hit. She and Ollie are the hit of the show, and I'm kind of the. I was in the background, and it seems like I can't get back to the background, which is where I would prefer. But no, I like being out here and talking with everybody, speaking with everybody, and one thing that you don't have to worry with me is I'm going to shoot straight. I'm not going to make something up just so you can hear something nice, because it's not all nice all the time. Nothing in life is, but we try to spice it up a little bit and make a positive out of what may have been a negative.
No mic.
Oh, I don't know.
Angeline, you're muted. Your Mac Mini.
Oh, I don't know why it did that.
Okay, am I muted
I have
now?
to watch it every once in a while. It'll shut off, huh?
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Am I audible or no? Audible? Okay, thanks. So getting back to Lynn. Lynn is on a lot of webinars. She goes as an attendee to some, if she's not invited as a speaker, and she doesn't have to be a speaker everywhere, but her presence is felt. And she, everywhere she goes, when she, I'm getting a few brownie points, I hope. It's tough around here to get one brownie point. I'm trying to get two tonight, maybe. Everywhere she goes, she brings sunshine, and everything is a positive with her. Sometimes she has to tell me, why do you have to be so negative about this or negative about that? We had a discussion tonight. We had something that was supposed to come UPS today, and it didn't come, and it's affecting us financially tomorrow. And I was all upset about it, and she blew it off like, well, you can't do anything about it. Don't worry about it. Don't, like my mother used to say, don't you worry. Don't you worry, Robert. It'll be all right. So I need to, adapt that attitude, take more of that attitude. I guess being in the trucking business and also being a truck driver many years ago, and I'm a little brash at times. Nothing personal towards anybody, but sometimes I may not come across as genteel as Miss Nakamoto would like me to. But one thing you will get, and I know we reiterate it all the time, is it's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We'd rather you know the facts than you hear something and say, oh, I got to check that out, and you find out it's not true. There's nothing worse than that, and we know that. So I'll get off my soapbox. We'd like to hear a little bit more from each and every one of you, or any of you. You don't have to raise your hand, because maybe the raising of the hand is the tough part of this. Just spit it out, and we'll listen up. And
Yes, I want to say something. Is it possible?
Yes.
It's more than possible. Go ahead.
Okay, I have a surprise. I made it's not me made, it's made for me, from Menachem Nir. He did a video for the hashtag and the domain. And I would like to show you that if it's possible.
Is there going to be music with that? Is there music with it, Carmela?
It's a little bit music, yes. So
Yeah, we have
maybe
to
we
be
can do it.
careful with the copyright.
We
Rob,
make it after
Rob
you
and Lynn,
know
it's
it.
okay. It's
It's
okay.
okay?
I'm just gonna control the output.
Okay.
Okay. She can play
Carmela,
it in
lay it on
here
us.
in
Let's hear
OConnect.
it. Music and all.
I can put it. Do you allow me?
Yes.
Yes. Chris is going to handle it. That's fine.
Okay. So I go to get it. Just a moment. And let's do it. Just a moment. Do you want me? Can I share a screen? Or you want me to push the link? How you want me to show it?
I think you put it in the video button. Put the link in the video.
The video button. Okay, let's go to the video button. Where is the video button? Can you help me, Chris?
It's the second from the left. When you click on more options, the second from the left. The first is presentation. The second is video.
The second left.
Yeah, you have to click on more options so you show all of the buttons.
Where
Yes,
is the
I
more
second the
options?
motion. Yes,
On
that's
the
it.
green left. It looks like four little squares. Four squares, like on the left of all of the buttons.
All of the button. More options. Yes.
See where it says more options?
Yes.
Click on that.
And then
Then you
video.
see, yeah, you got it. Good job.
I put the more options,
Yeah.
but where I could push the link.
Okay,
In the push the link. Yes.
When you
In the
click
push the
on,
link. Okay.
okay, wait. When you click on more options, then a whole bunch of buttons appear, right? More buttons appear, right?
Yes.
So you count from the left. Button 1, then button 2. It's button number 2.
It's button number 2. Okay. I put it, and the text I have to put on it. What I wrote in the text? Nothing.
Paste the URL, the YouTube link on the field box. You can do that by pressing Control V on your keyboard to paste it.
Okay. I did.
Okay.
Now I
Then click play.
just a moment. Okay, I pushed it.
Oh, you
You see it?
okay? It's okay. You want to push a link? Okay,
What we were
it's okay.
trying
I
to
don't
do
know how
is,
to do it.
I was saying click on the video button, not push a link. The video button. On the bottom, when there's a whole bunch of buttons, the first button says presentation, right? Click the first button. It says
Yes.
presentation. The next button, it says video. Do you see video?
Presentation.
And then the next
Video.
one.
Oh yes, I find the button.
That's
Yes,
the
I
button,
find
the second button. Yeah.
I find it. Okay. Now.
There we go.
Click the button so you can share.
All right, very nice, Carmel. Well done. Menachem has done it again. Very nice.
It's a helpful of Menachem Nir. I didn't make the video, I must say. Menachem did it a present for me.
Very nice. I'll have to thank Menachem for doing that. That was great. Thank you for sharing that. All right.
Welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okie dokie. All right. She's muted. Okay, very good. Let's see. It's about 20 till 10. Let's go around the horn and see if we have any other comments on hashtags, on keywords, and on algorithm, boosting the algorithm up, both on passive way and your own way with your own either domain that's coming up real soon or your website that's coming up soon. How you plan to do that. So, welcome to everybody. We're glad everybody's here. We see a few more new faces tonight. We appreciate that very much. All right. Let's see. Saidul, who's been here the last few nights for sure. Welcome, sir, from India. And if I didn't know, I'd say that's Joseph D'Souza from India as well. Hello, Joseph. Welcome, sir. Thank you for being here. We're talking hashtags, we're talking algorithms, and we're talking keywords. So who's got the next keyword they want to talk about? All righty, let's go to Dawn and DL. Bring it.
Thanks, RobLynn. Hello, everybody on the panel and in the chat. My preference would be to use keywords. Keywords, if you put it in your content, for example, in a paragraph, you can actually highlight that keyword and then hyperlink it. Hyperlink it means you select it and you turn it blue. Once you click on that, you can actually do a redirect to have that go to any website that you want it to go to. So that's a great way to promote yourself. So my preference would be keywords. Back to you, Rob.
I agree. Keywords work wonders. And, if you use keywords that others have used, that's okay too. That's known as sharing and caring, and it's a good thing. It's a real good thing. So yeah, if you don't want to use hashtags, put those keywords in a paragraph or in a couple of sentences, and you'd be surprised how those things turn blue after. And that's the magic of using keywords. They turn blue, which means they've gone to the internet. In other words, it's not just you or I or someone down the street looking at it. It's literally thousands of people clicking on that bad boy.
And also helps your search engine optimization too, so you get higher rankings in the engines.
That's true, and that's the name of the game. That'll push you right on up the ladder, if I'm not mistaken. And
exactly
that's
right,
good stuff. All right, that is good stuff for sure. Does Dawn have a favorite keyword or?
Go ahead.
No, Dawn doesn't. Dawn is going to let ONPASSIVE do it for her.
Whoa. Okay,
I only have one position, and I don't, I'm going to let ONPASSIVE do the work for me. So.
All righty. Well, I have a sneaky feeling it's going to have something to do with nutrition. Just a sneaky feeling.
It might. It might.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys being here every night.
Yeah, Rob, at the end of the show tonight, I have a couple of baseball things I'd like to put in front of you. You might be interested.
Okay, yeah, I'm always interested in baseball trivia and new or old stuff. I brought up about Johnny Vandermeer being the only pitcher in 1939 ever to pitch 2 consecutive no-hit, no-run games. So that's a blast from way back. So yeah, I look forward to that for sure. So let's see, we'll go round the horn, or we're going to have John sing a song at a quarter till. What do you think? We don't have sign tonight because of our deaf community is meeting tonight. They meet, I think, once a week or twice a week, and that's good stuff. That keeps them abreast of everything, because there are some things every now and then we'll miss something, and Lynn won't sign it to the deaf community, and they have this meeting, and they get Lynn involved if she's at the meeting or not. they get Lynn involved, and she's able to sign to them, the news of the day, which is good stuff. Good stuff. All right. All right. And all right. We ready for John, Lynn? Is that okay?
And nobody else has comments?
No comments yet, but I have a sneaky feeling there'll be a couple towards the end, and we'll have baseball with DL as well.
Okay.
I got a comment, Rob.
Uh-oh.
This comment's for Lynn. Since we're not going to have the ASL here.
Hey, go ahead, Greg.
Bummer?
That's for Lynn.
Bummer.
Are you ready?
I think he was
slow.
signing.
Oh, I didn't know you were signing. Okay.
Yeah, he signed bummer.
All right.
No ASL.
Very cute.
Now we got ASL right here with you, Greg and Lynn. That's
There you
good.
go. No, not me. I'll miss him.
Armin's coming back in. He's trying very hard to unmute. So
All
I'm
right,
trying to
Armin, give it a shot, bro.
instructions on what.
Armin, give it a try. We want to hear from you. Keiko's here as well. Woo! Are
I
you?
got something- oh,
Keiko?
Keiko's here. I see your head, Patience. Kind of come, make your camera a little lower. There, better. That's better. Where's Keiko? Oh, she's off camera.
She's off camera.
Alrighty.
She was riding a bus on the way to work, and I think she was getting wet. It was raining.
Oh,
I found some real barking tree frogs online. I copied the link, and there's actually a frog they call a barking tree frog. And so
it was
I
a
copied.
It was
I
a
copied
frog?
what's that?
It was an actual frog?
Yes.
It's a real frog.
It barks.
It's called a barking tree frog, and I found it on YouTube. So I copied the link, and it shows frog barking. So if you want to see it later for fun, we
Yeah, we
can.
should show that for sure.
Hey, go ahead, Greg.
Now?
Right now.
Or should
Oh,
we?
well, you have to make me a co-host on this.
Well, let's have John do the song first, if that's okay, and then we'll do the.
Oh yeah, I want to do it now. I wanted to do it when Armin was here.
Okay, well, let's do that.
So,
I'm
John's
here.
computer's working okay, so let's go for it, John, while you're still in good shape.
Yeah, I was going to say thank you because I'm like such a nervous wreck as whether I'm going to be able to keep it live. I keep refreshing. I've been refreshing every 5 minutes so I don't lose my sound and everything. So I'll be happy to sing because everything seems to be working. And keep your fingers crossed. First, though, I do want to give some info. And the song tonight is actually a Kenny Rogers hit. He didn't write the song, but a Kenny Rogers hit, and it's his signature song called "The Gambler." So tonight's song is a story song. I like to, not just love songs. I like to sing love songs, but what I mean is, it's great to have a song that's kind of a story about something, So "The Gambler," I'll tell you something about it. It's a song about strangers that meet on a train, and they carry out a conversation about poker. And actually, the person that wrote the song, his name is Don Schlitz, or is it Schultz? I think Don. I don't even know him, but he wrote the song "The Gambler." Don Schultz, and he was actually the first to record the song, but of course, it was covered by many artists, several other artists, but the big hit came from Kenny Rogers, his adaptation of it, and it went to the top of the country charts, #1 on the country charts, and it won a Grammy for Song of the Year. This Song of the Year, Grammy Award, "The Gambler." And also I would say, what I was starting to say was that it's two gentlemen poker players. They meet gamblers. They meet on a train, and the gambler offers some advice to the other gambler, and the singer actually is the other gambler. And the whole thing is that spoiler alert. It's about how a gambler wishes to pass away, and that's kind of what happens, and that's what the song is about. So here we go with the story now. If I can get back to my tab with the actual music, and now let's see if we're still active. Still got the speaker working. Oh boy, that's almost too good to be true. Okay, now we're going to get to the full screen. All right. Why, it's working too well. I've got to better watch it. Okay. All right. Here we go with The Gambler, the story of the gambler. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. When boredom overtook us, he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, I could see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. He said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing is done." Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out a cigarette, and faded off to sleep. Somewhere in the darkness, the gambler broke even, and in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. Yes, when the dealing's done. Yeah, you got to know when to hold 'em. Yeah, know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the deal is done, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. That's a story of the poker players.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Very good, John. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, nice.
All right, Armin Hogue has joined us again. Armin, if you want to put your video on, I believe Greg Hill has a special treat for
You're
you.
unmuted now.
Can I have a word briefly?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
What did you do, Armin? How did you get there?
I'm using my 14 Pro Max, but I've been having for days issues. Whenever I press on my HP Windows 10 laptop, the unmute button with the red bar going through the mic, it won't clear, it won't unmute, and then a red pill comes up on the top right-hand corner. It says, enable mic access. And I've been trying to do everything, back office or everything, but I just can't unclear it. So I went to my 14 and
Okay.
Here I am.
All right. Well,
Nice
while
talk,
you're
Rob.
there, go ahead and mute. I think Greg Hill has something special for you.
I didn't hear it. I'm gonna have to recap this whole thing. Sorry, Rob.
Greg is going to show you something.
So
Just for
first we have to, you have to make me a co-host.
carefully, Armin.
You have to make me a co-host.
Thanks. Thanks, Greg.
So I was kind of surprised. I have a person who does know SEO that I've actually paid a little bit of money to work on my YouTube site because it's part of my budget and my plan to work with ONPASSIVE. And anyway, I did upload Barking Tree Frogs up there, and that darn thing got around 1,300 views. Not click-throughs, but views. They got clicked, not completely watched, but they got 1,300 clicks. Let's put it that way. And I was a little bit surprised. That was like one of the biggest ones I had in 2 weeks after she had been working on it. But when I was there, I thought, I'm going to look around. And I typed in Barking Tree Frogs, and I found myself a video just for you. And so we're going to play that for you. Once I get to the right. Oops. Hold on a second. I'm messing up here. Or I should say my fingers are. You got it. Oh, she's got it. You got it changed to green, don't you? Okay, here we go. I'm pasting it in there now.
I don't know what color that is.
Oh, well, anyway, here we go. And you might want to take off your whatchamacallit.
Oh, shucks. YouTube's video content policy is restricting to play the video.
Okay, hold on a second. I put that in the wrong spot, I think. I put it in video. Well, I should. Okay, so what did it say? I didn't see it, Lynn.
I saw the whiteboard go up. So were you using the whiteboard or the video?
No, I was actually in the video. It says video share. I pasted it in the video share, and I'll try it again, maybe.
Okay, I think the policy is restricting you.
That might be. So let's see what happens. One more time, if that's the case.
Oh.
Here it goes.
You guys unmute so you can hear the barking.
Young County, Florida.
Unmute.
That's a barking tree frog there, Armin.
I knew that 40 years ago. But thanks for that. I never really I saw a still photo, but not a live one like that. I never heard them bark. But that's funny.
Very nice.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it very much.
Very nice.
Thank you for doing that, Greg. Appreciate it.
And that was in YouTube, was it, Greg? I can't hear you. He's muted. Lynn, can you hear him?
He's muted.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more time, Greg.
Was he on YouTube?
I'm working at it. I can put the link in the chat for you. How's that?
Alrighty, thanks.
Okay.
Greg, try again.
Awesome,
I think
Greg.
I was disturbing you. It stuck in my pushing links. So I refreshed and try again. It might be work.
What?
It was my fault. I think so.
Oh, we saw it.
I refreshed myself and I get out of it.
No, we saw it fine.
We saw it all right, Carmela. It was good.
You were fine.
You're okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Armin. Go ahead.
I'll put that link.
It should be like for somebody. Is there any way I can enable my microphone access on my laptop? I'm lost.
Not on Windows 10. I have the same problem.
Okay, Armin, that link is on the chat. You can get it, copy it, paste it on a piece of paper there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Armin, I'll call you on that tomorrow. We'll talk about that on your laptop. We'll figure it out.
Okay, well, not an emergency. I still have the 14, but thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, we don't want to get into any real training other than what we did tonight. We're up against, we're right at 2 hours now. We're not going to have any signing. So I'd like to go around the horn one more time. If anyone wants to make a comment or has a question, about hashtags, has a question about piggybacking with others with the hashtags and with the keywords, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
And let me read the comments in the chat. Well sung, John. Keep it up. This is from Joseph D'Souza. Thank you, Joseph.
From India. All right.
Yeah. And we have Mel. She says, John, beautiful song. One of my favorites. Wow. And Sarijit Jana says, excellent hashtag John. You've blown my mind. It's nice. And Surrender Singh says, John Sir G. Beautiful song. Every day, love you. It's very nice. And Angela Laland says, nice song, John. Life lessons. Patience Osteware says, good job, John. And then we go down a bit for other comments. Jillian says, love the song. And then Cynthia Deering says, barking frogs, Armin, there you go. Angela,
let me just throw in real quickly and say thank you very much, folks. Thank you so much for enjoying the song. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, John. Thank you for singing, brother.
Joseph D'Souza says, the barking frog. Well captured, Greg. And Greg put the link to that video of the barking frog in case any of you want to watch it later. Surrender. Very nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And hello to you, Keiko. We see your video on. Thank you. We're glad you're here. You look like you dried out, Keiko.
Good to see you, Keiko. We're happy to have you.
All right. All right, another hand up. Let's go to Pat Green. And if there's anyone else, we'll entertain one or two more before we say good night. Go ahead, Pat.
Well, I just wanted to say, John, I think that song was great that you sang tonight, The Gambler. And I used to live in Vegas for a while, and I'm sure there's more than one person at the table that wish they had listened to that advice. So thank you very much. You are appreciated.
Probably so, yeah.
All right, thank you very much for that, Pat. Any other hands or anybody want to wave at me or?
Well, I want to definitely take a picture.
Oh, we got to take a picture while everybody's here. Everybody, yeah, come on the screen. Joseph, if you can. Armin.
Keiko's here. We want her to be in the
Keiko, we'd love you to be in the picture
Armin too. He's going to be in the picture. Very good.
And Joseph, if he's still here.
Anybody else? Rita, you want to come to the camera? On your
Paul.
Oh, Paul's coming. Yay.
David Switzer, come on, turn that camera on, dude. We want to see you.
You want to be in it, Chris? Joseph D'Souza, Saidul.
Rita Loteca.
Abul.
Oneloni. Come to the camera.
I'll give you a few seconds to come on over.
Go like this, Carmela.
I'm here.
There's Rita. Hello, Rita.
Yay. More people coming.
All right, all right. And Oneloni, can you?
Fern LaHaye might come on. Fern.
All right, Fern. Turn that camera on, Fern.
David has a black screen. That's like what I have. You ought to refresh and come back, David, real quick.
Oh, I see myself really good.
Okay, refresh. Just gotta refresh.
Refresh, and we'll see you too.
We'll wait for you. We'll wait. Just do it now, David. We'll wait. Hi, Saidul. Yay, you're coming to the camera too.
Good stuff. Saidul, hello. Namaste, namaskar. Namaste, namaskar, brother.
Okay, we got more people coming. Here's David. I think he's good now.
We got everybody but Oneloni.
David, turn your camera on, David. Click the camera. Rita's here. Yay, Rita.
Count of three, do maybe the I love you.
Wait for David. Wait for David.
I'm waiting for David.
Oh, there he is. He popped up.
All right. Good stuff.
See,
Good
it's
stuff.
the magic of refreshing, David.
Yep.
Okay.
Full screen.
Ooh, almost everybody on the screen right now. Excited.
All right. Let's go for three.
Where's Chris? Chris, are you not? Chris, he is our techie guy. Shut.
Working in the back room. Okay, here we go. On the count of two, a sign. Let's do I love you.
Oh,
That's
you
a
want
big.
everybody do I love you? This is close up of I love you. See the handshake? Everybody can do that handshake, right? All right. 1, 2, 3. This handshake.
That.
I'm gonna put it in the messenger.
Before we go, Don, you want to lay that baseball?
Yeah, sure do. Yeah, thanks, Rob. I heard you talking about this Jeter kid on the Yankees earlier. Just a little baseball story here that happened in Columbus, Ohio here. Derek Jeter used to play for the Columbus Clippers in 1995. His catcher was Jorge Posada, and Andy Pettit was one of the pitchers that I watched play live here. But at the time, the Clippers were the Yankees farm team, AAA team. But I seen him play live, and Jeter was a heck of a shortstop at the time. So, and Posada was a great catcher, by the way. He played for the Yankees as well. So, back to you, Rob. And hey, John, Don says you still got that Eastern Ohio accent.
You know,
I was using it for the song because it had a country flavor to it.
Y'all come back now. You hear? You know, Don. Briefly, the three of them came up at the same time. I think Posada came up and then he went down again, but he came right back up and he was there, almost 20 years. So good stuff, the three of them. So that's a good story. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that because, like I said, I seen them play here in the old Cooper Stadium in Columbus here when they were basically rookies. Nobody knew who in Sam Hill they were, but as you know, they ended up becoming all-stars.
All-stars, and you got a couple of Hall of Famers there, so that's good stuff.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
I watched them play for a lot of years.
Oh.
Yeah, the really funny part about it is that Derek Jeter is originally from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
There you go.
Yes, from where Don's near. But yeah.
One more Derek Jeter story. His personal tailor was a client of mine for maybe 12, 15 years.
Oh.
That's a great story.
That is good.
Yeah.
It's a small world, Paul. It really is a small world.
Very small world.
My my sons that were with me at the game went on to become very good athletes. One played in the NFL. The other was a rugby player at a high level internationally. And all they kept talking about is look at his hand-eye contact. Look at the way that bat hits the ball every time. And that's true. That was, and it didn't matter whether Jeter hit it to right field, left field, center field. He was always a right field. He batted right, and he always hit it to right field very often. And that won a lot of games for the Yankees. A lot of games.
Cool.
He's one of the all-time, and there's a lot of great Yankees, as you know, I'm sure, but he's one of the all-time greats, and we remember him here, those of us in New York. I still think about him as one of the great players of all time.
And, Frankie Crosetti was the one that had number 2, if you remember, way, way back in the 50s. And I was surprised that, wasn't that his name, Frank Crosetti or Cosetti? Number 2.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. He was a second baseman, and then Bobby Richardson has just a lot of good stories about the Yankees. Love them or hate them, they're a very good team all the time, seems like. All right, everybody, thank you for being here. Especially we thank Alan, we thank Keiko for being here, Clover, of course, Armin for sticking with it, Joseph D'Souza, Mohammed why can I never say his whole name?
Who?
Mohammed Ansari Ashrif?
No.
Ansari.
Mohammed Ashraf Ansari.
All right, Mohammed. Lynn got it right. I suck at names. I'm sorry. We're glad you're here, brother. Please keep coming back every night. And who else do I need to say? Another Hellman. Mel, thank you for contributing as always.
Thank you.
And
for now, we noticed that when we do video shares, that the sound in the YouTube live stream cuts off totally. So for now, we're gonna not do video share until the software gets a little bit better or more stable, okay? Because now the YouTube live stream audience can't hear it all.
Yeah, we heard from Francis. There was 24 people on at that time, and nobody could hear the that video. So,
but the thing is, after the video is done, nobody can hear anything.
Right.
They can't hear us at all.
Right.
So it's the system is kind of unstable for now. So let's not do video sharing for the time being. Then we ask for your patience. We will certainly resume doing video sharing when it's a little bit more stable. Okay. Thanks for your understanding.
So as always, I want to say salute to all active duty military, salute to all reservists, salute to all first responders, salute to all veterans, and you know it, here it comes. Salute to every one of you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and good night from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Salute to Kansas City.
Great song, John.
Kansas
Great
City.
song.
Here I come.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, man.
Thank you.
Good night. Good night. Love you all. Love you all.
New York City.
Night, Melanie.
Yay. I'm on. Love you all.
We have Queens, Brooklyn, and Manhattan represented. Queens, Brooklyn, and Manhattan represented.
I will talk to you personally.
Night, everybody.
I have a lot of things.
Moose, 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 moose.
America.
Moose. Look, it's got the love sign too, eh? It's a love moose.
I love you, brother.
Hey, you heard of the love boat? Well, that's the love moose.
I saw you, Rita, for a second. Nice to see your image for a second. Thank you, Alan, for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the show, Alan.
Yep. Thank you.
Again. Mohammed Ashraf Ansari. He must be busy. He would normally turn his camera on.
He does usually.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Francis. If you're up there,
Excuse me, Lynn, ma'am.
on top of land.
I can talk to yet Ansari. He don't know well English. He's from India, Assam state. Ansari bhai, আপনি কেমন আছেন? একটু কথা বলতে পারবেন? আমি ট্রান্সলেট করে দেব।
नमस्ते नमस्ते
नमस्ते। आपका बांग्ला आती है क्या?
Thank you.
Namaste.
Joseph too. I think he's too busy. He couldn't
Ashraf
turn his
Ansari,
camera. But thank you,
Ashraf
Joseph.
Ansari जी, हम हिंदी बात कर सकती है? आप हिंदी आती है क्या?
Thank you, Joseph, for coming. And Abu, nice to meet you.
Lynn ma'am, आपको thank you, धन्यवाद बोल रही है।
Yes.
Good night. Good night, Mel. Good night, Carmel. Good night, Lynn.
Hi, Abu. Welcome to our show. I think your first
My computer is a little bit slow.
Clover's here. Hi, Clover.
Hi, Mel.
Good night, everyone.
Good night now. Good night.
Night, Pet.
Good night,
Good
ma'am.
night.
About you, thank
Mark
you.
and Tree Frog, Fat Man, and Fat Woman.
You're welcome, Joseph.
Mark
You're welcome,
Was a
Joseph.
great
I see your comment in the chat. You're welcome, Joseph.
Good
Bye,
night, everyone. Good
Thank you,
night.
Michael, for all you do. Bye, Angela.
You all welcome to New York. I take care of you.
Bye, Surrender. Bye, Cecil.
Bye.
I know you're busy tonight. Serena, Surrender.
That's
We
his
love you,
page.
Angela. All
The
the
great
folks in the chat.
grasshopper.
Cynthia
Francis.
Deering. We love
Big
you.
grasshopper.
Ask me to
Good night, Mel.
to Ben.
Mark and Tree Frog, Mel. Say goodnight to Looney for me.
Love you, Asmita Ben. Thank you.
Yes,
Looney. That was my sister's
she's
cat.
munching. She's munching.
That was my sister's cat. That was
Good
the cat.
night, everyone.
Good night.
Good peace.
Good
I
night.
just wanted
She
to say
said
bye
yeah.
to the people in the chat. Bye, everybody. Love ya.
Bye.
Good night, Lynn. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Hasta la vista.
3,
It's been a
2,
slice. It's been a
1.
slice.
Bye.
Hey, Mama! There you are!
Night.
Bye.